So yeah, let's talk about update 6, because oh boy, this is usually around the time when we like are done with state of development, but we haven't even touched upon update 6 yet. We've only talked about like the patch last week. So yeah, if you guys didn't know, we put out a video last week to talk about the Spire Coast specific, or showcase the Spire Coast specifically. And if you haven't seen that, we'll play a little snippet and I'll show you guys what the Spire Coast looks like. And of course the thing doesn't work because I never can never remember. I need to like make a checklist before I start these streams. Let's see here. Presentation, thingamajiggy. You guys get to see all the secret stuff. All right. Let's try that again, all right? So here's the teaser video we put out last week for the Spire Coast. Sorry. Oh shit. My bad. I'm so sorry, chat. It seems that I have accidentally shown you footage from Beside Islands from Final Fantasy X. Sorry, I must have mixed it up. They look very much alike. You know how anyone could have done it. Okay, like don't put it too much on me. Okay. All right. Here's the actual trailer. Sorry, just want to apologize again. I may have shown Final Fantasy X again. I'm not quite sure where I've put the trailer, but I think, I don't know, maybe it's here. Oh, that was from the game? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, okay. Oh, shit. Sorry. My bad. I mean, oh, can you blame me? I mean, we can talk about it. Ah, jeez. Anyways, so yeah, that's the Spire Coast. We haven't shown like almost anything from the Spire Coast up until last week, which I thought we had teased something, but no, nothing. So big surprise to everyone. I'm gonna bring up the video. So it's on our YouTube channel. You can do like YouTube, blah blah blah. You can check it out. Here's how you find a channel. You go to YouTube and then you Google Satisfactory Coffee Stain Studios or something like that, and then you can find it. So yeah, that's the Spire Coast. Again, I'm sorry. As I'm like working and streaming, I realized there's a couple of things I should have shown here. But if you didn't know, if this is your first time tuning in, and you don't know anything what's coming or anything that's going on, we are currently working on update 6, right? It is the 6th update to the game. and it's gonna be a little bit of a smaller update, but it's gonna be pretty dandy. And why can't... Oh, here we go. Open a new window. Okay, whatever. I guess this is fine. No, I'll just download whatever. Sorry, I'm doing things at the same time. I wish Jace was here. Jace makes things so much better during stream. Honestly, when he's not talking about Final Fantasy, but you know. But yeah, so it's gonna be like, it's gonna be a smaller update. And we actually mean smaller. Like, I know you guys are like, oh, this looks like a huge update, anyways. But like, honestly, it is not as packed as the previous ones have been. So that was the Spire Coast that we just looked at, and it is a completely new biome. Like, we've deleted the old biome and started from scratch, essentially. And since update 5, we've talked about the fact that this biome is going to like drastically change. I love that. Whatever. So this whole section, is the mouse on the screen? It's not. Whatever. So the whole white section is essentially Spire Coast. As the eagle-eyed viewer may notice, is we've also included the Great Canyon as part of the Spire Coast. Okay, I saw some people be like, "You never said the Great Canyon was gonna get changed." Folks, this image has been on the internet for a long time. You can't blame us here. Okay, we've been fairly clear that is part of the Spire Coast, right? It's pretty much the end of the Northern Forest. But I will say, I don't think you guys need to worry too much if you have stuff in the Great Canyon, honestly, because we will show you guys more next week, and we'll talk about this in the video. But essentially, what we've done in the Great Canyon is we've widened it, so it's not as small anymore. Because one issue that a lot of people had with the Great Canyon was that the canyon was a bit too small, specifically around like... Why is the mouse not showing up? Whatever. There's like the end section where it meets like the desert canyons. That section was a bit too narrow. So we've essentially widened the entire Great Canyon. And we actually removed some of the rocks that are like on the Great Canyon side. So I don't think people need to worry too much about the Great Canyon, honestly. But it is part of the Spire Coast change. So it is gonna change, guys. All right. So glad we got that cleared out of the way. Are the old nodes in the canyon move? Yes, they are. So same deal as with the rest of the Spire Coast. The oil nodes will be moved. They will move quite drastically. I don't currently know exactly where they will be. You can spot one node in the teaser if the eagle-eyed viewer. I know there's been a couple of like, what's it called? Like analytical videos about the Spire Coast, and I love these videos. For the most part, they're very accurate too. So like, I think they give pretty good information. So I'm pretty happy with the information that people have speculated around the Spire Coast. But we will talk more about this in a video this week. Give you guys the rundown. But if you... What was I gonna say there? So yeah, oil nodes will move in the Spire Coast. The whole environment, is very different, as you may have noticed in the video, right? The Spire Coast is very different. It's got a different like vibe compared to the rest of the game. We're not... So I should also preface this saying that the Spire Coast is still work in progress. So like the stuff you guys have seen in the teaser, that's like, you know, pretty close to final sections of the Spire Coast, but there's still more to come. There's also something that we didn't showcase in the video. Whoops. Is that... why is the mouse cursor not showing up? It's so weird. But the whole like wall section that's close to the Dune Desert, that like top part, you can see it in like the 5.5 tile and the 5.4. That will also be affected, and that will also be completely changed. So the things you saw in the teaser video, they're not going to be up to date once it drops. So there's still a couple of exciting changes to the teaser. To to that biome that you haven't seen yet. And that was mainly because it wasn't done when I shot the video. So hence why we will do a much deeper deep dive on this on the next week's dev stream. So yeah, cool stuff. Hope you guys are excited for it because I think it's a really cool biome. It's very like very different. Like at least this coral like parts of it is very different. And we'll probably, yeah, I'll probably try and ooh, we need to talk about this. Yeah, I'll probably, why is the, now is the mouse curve, whatever. Yeah. Shit, what was the thing I just pointed out? Did I just absolutely drop the ball here? My God, I'm a dog. I just like saw this like, ball. Where was that comment? Okay, whatever. We'll talk about the waterfalls. So I think it's funny how people are like, those waterfalls look so unrealistic. Like, bro, we have fucking, you can build machines out of thin air using a remote control. But no, having waterfalls where you don't see the rest of the water, that's outrageous. That's where I draw the line, okay? This game, delete it. I can't believe this shit. You guys are so I can't believe this. I don't want to talk too much about why the waterfalls look like this. Immersion ruined. I just think it's funny where like the line is drawn for people. Physics is still physics. Physics is still physics. But yet we have buildings appearing out of nowhere. So, I mean, anyways, I guess that's just how it do be like. But yeah, what was the thing I was about talking about before? I'm so pissed at myself that I completely lost track of it. Yeah, squirrel, exactly. Whatever. We'll just blow this up anyways. Yeah, the chainsaw is gonna go fucking overtime once this update actually drops. Good times. 5 out of 10 was it? Yeah, you know what? Maybe it was. This is where you play blitzball right here, this area. So yeah, I also want to point out one real quick thing. This, because I've seen people talk about this. This like Manta here, in hindsight, I probably shouldn't have done this, but this Manta does not exist. Like this path that the Manta takes here is not in the game. So I've seen some people use this Manta to like try and figure like where, because there is a Manta going there, and this is where I got the inspiration to include the Manta in the shot because I thought it looked cool. But the thing when we shoot these trailers is that I have to like I have to manually animate them because otherwise it's so hard to like capture them. So this Manta path is not going to be in the game. So when you're discussing, you know, where is the biome in relation to everything else, please disregard this Manta, okay? Gasp! Immersion broken even more. It is fake. Yeah, we got debated. It's only there to spruce up the shot. Okay, it's not actually part of the biome. And I didn't think about that when I just wanted to make the shot look good. I didn't think about the fact that so many people are gonna like dissect this. Yeah, sorry, but the information out there. Okay, because the actual Manta is a little bit further back. I guess this also adds into the thing where, yeah, what'd you expect? I know, right? This also adds into the discussion when people are talking about like Grand Canyon. Like people are scared that like the Grand Canyon is going to be like pretty much busted out. It is back here. It is back here. The Grand Canyon is like, or the canyon itself is still very much work in progress. So that's why we couldn't show too much of it in this teaser video, because we mostly wanted to showcase like finished stuff in this. So yeah, the Manta is like, yeah, further back. You can see sort of the northern forest here in the background. Yes, yeah, you have to play with pirate language when you're in this biome. So yeah, I probably won't talk too much about the Spire Coast here because we will do more of an in-depth dive on this next week with Hannah. It doesn't feel... I feel like Hannah is the one who deserves to like, actually explain the rationale behind all this stuff, because Hannah is the one who pretty much made this entire thing. So I want to save that when Hannah's here, because Hannah knows more about this stuff. So yes, there will be a Friday. There will be a Friday this week. Yeah, we'll blame Hannah for everything. And as soon as I remember what the one thing I was about to bring up before, I'll probably remember it later. But yeah, where's the golf course gonna be? No, that's the answer. Friday confirmed for sure. Yeah, this is a really cool biome. This is probably my favorite biome. I'm torn. Okay, I guess it's because it's new, but this another biome in the game that I'm really torn about whether I think it's my favorite or not. You guys haven't seen it, so I'm talking about the swamp, by the way. If you didn't know, if you weren't here last week, we are updating like the atmosphere in the swamp, and the swamp looks so different too. Even though we haven't like changed anything in the swamp, it's just like the atmosphere. It's very different. And I liked the swamp before. That was like one of my favorite spots before that. Titan Forest is a good... I think Titan Forest could be a contender to my favorite biome, but I know that we aren't done with that either. So if we take a quick look at the roadmap again, or not the roadmap, the graph that I have here. I really need to put like a thingy for the Twitch thing. So this is... we probably need to update this map once update 6 drops. And now the mouse cursor isn't showing up anymore. It's so weird. Is it because of this? Oh, that might have solved it. Okay, cool. So yeah, for this update, the white part here is going to be pretty much pushed to the update. There's probably going to be more work on the Spire Coast. I'm sorry, I mean, I say might be. There's going to be more work to it. The update for update 6 for the Spire Coast is going to be mostly environmental. There will be a couple of more changes to the nodes there as well in the future. Specifically, we will be adding more nodes. Right now, there's only oil nodes in this area. We plan to have like more of the regular nodes, so you don't have to like ferry as much stuff around the map. Like if you're setting up oil bases, you will get the rest of the nodes there that you kind of need there. But that won't come in update 6. That'll be a future thing. And the swamp is going to get a little bit of a facelift as well in update 6. And you know, after that we will, in the future, we'll have the desert canyons here. I think this might, some work might be done for update 6 depending on how much we have time for. The priority really is Spire Coast, but maybe we'll have time to do some of the setup here so that this can turn into a category D. But there's still, in the future, we still have the cliffs and the Titan Forest, the red jungle. I think Titan Forest is going to get the biggest facelift out of these, if anything, because that's the one. Well, well, we'll see. But these are the things that are still kind of in progress, so to speak. And like by no means like the green areas on the map, category D. They're not like 100% finished, I'd say. There's still a chance that we might tweak them here and there, so then spruce them up a little bit. But they are close to like final product, sort of. Just so you guys are aware of that. But like in terms of base building, I don't think you won't be affected in the same way as the other areas. I don't think you'll be too affected by the red areas either, honestly. The major things are probably like foliage is going to pop up again maybe, or like we might add some new foliage. But if you have a base built in the swamp or Titan Forest or anything like that, I don't think you have to worry too much. You might need to just do a run of chainsaw cutting, but other than that, I think you're Gucci. It's been mostly the Spire Coast that's been the thing that we've been trying to work on and change. So that's the one we've been trying to be clear about, that's changing. So I don't believe Spire Coast will be a new starter area, especially not in update 6, because it's like the Spire Coast in update 6 will still only have oil nodes, so it's not a good starter place. If you really want to you know, ravage the Spire Coast, the Northern Forest is still the best spot to spawn for there. But in the future, maybe we'll add a starter base there. I'm not 100% sure if that actually is going to happen. But you never know. You never know. Will the water that's cannot be used in the swamp coast be fixed? That's a good question. I've been meaning to bring that up. I don't know at this time. But I've been meaning to bring that up, and it's possible that it will be fixed. I think it's missing just a couple of water volumes. This has been a case a couple of times. This is a case like a few other areas in the game too, where there's missing water volumes. And those will probably get cleared up for 1.0 at some point during early access. Cool. I might leave it there for Spire Coast. Yes, I'll leave it there for Spire Coast. There's a lot of information still that I'm kind of withholding here, but I kind of want to save it when Hannah's here so that we can give like a proper update on things. But yeah, dope.